In this video, I am going to discuss one-to-one function and inverse function. A function f that maps x to y is one-to-one if and only if f of x is equal to f of y only when x is equal to y. It is also an invertible function. Recalling our lesson when I introduced function and relation, this type of function shows a one-to-one correspondence. Ibig sabihin, the value of x has only one y value and vice versa, as what you can see in this given illustration. Let's have this sample problem to illustrate a one-to-one function. Mr. Mateo invested 30,000 pesos in a coffee shop business. If this amount increases 5,000 a year, in how many years this will amount double itself? Now let's use a table to show Mr. Mateo's investment. So we have the number of years and each corresponding amount for each year. So we have 30,000 as the initial investment, and then after a year, naging 35,000 na siya. Then another year had pass ulit, naging 40,000. Then another year ulit ang nakalipas, naging 45,000 and so on. So the relationship between the length of time x and the earning y can be described as y is equal to 5,000x plus 30,000, wherein 30,000 is the initial investment or amount of Mr. Mateo, while 5,000x represents the amount added to the initial amount or to the initial investment for each year. So the table above shows a one-to-one correspondence. It indicates that for every value of x, there is only one value for y, indicating that it is a one-to-one function. Some real-life applications of one-to-one function are the following. First is the tax identification number of each employee, plate number of motor vehicles of the civilians, jersey number of a team in a league, and the different conversions of different measurements. Okay, now let's try to determine which of the following situations represent a one-to-one function. Number 1, a human to its fingerprint. Yes, that is a one-to-one function. How about number 2, a restaurant to its menu? No, it's not a one-to-one function. Number 3, a zebra to its print? Yes, that is a one-to-one function. Number 4, birthday of students in a school? No, that is not one-to-one function. And number 5, employees to their employer? No, that is not a one-to-one function. Okay, moving on, let's have the horizontal line test. Ano nga bang horizontal line test? A function is one-to-one if and only if each horizontal line intersects the graph of y is equal to f of x in at most one point. Kung sa function, meron tayong tinatawag na vertical line test para matest natin if the given graph is a function or not. This time, to be able to know if the given graph is from a one-to-one function, what we are going to do is to use the horizontal line test. Okay, let us try using this example. The function y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 7 is not one-to-one because the line y is equal to 7 intersects the graph at both 0, 7 and 4, 7. So this is the graph of y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 7. And then, as you can see, pag nag-draw tayo ng horizontal line at y is equal to 7, so dito yon y is equal to 7. When we draw a horizontal line on that part, makikita natin na yung horizontal line, yung kulay red na nakikita ninyo, it intersects at our graph at points 0, 7 and 4, 7. Since dalawang point yung na-intersect niya, we cannot consider this as one-to-one function. Okay, now let's have the graph of y is equal to x cubed. So, ito yung graph ng y is equal to x cubed. So, as you can see, kahit saang part ng graph tayo pumunta, mag-draw tayo ng horizontal line, it intersects, yung horizontal line, it intersects the graph at exactly one point lang at a time. So, this graph of y is equal to x cubed, that is a one-to-one function. Now, for this graph y is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared minus x minus 1. So, when we draw a horizontal line, pagdating dito sa part na to, makikita ninyo yung horizontal line, it intersects our graph ng tatlong points. So, we cannot consider this one as one-to-one function. So, to be able to say that the graph is a one-to-one function, dapat nai-intersect lang niya yung graph at exactly one point at a time. Now, let's have inverse function. The inverse of a function is the set of ordered pairs obtained by interchanging the first and second coordinates of each point in the original function. And it is denoted by this symbol f raised to negative 1. May iba't ibang way tayo ng paghahanap ng inverse ng isang function or relation. Let's say for instance, using this given set of ordered pairs, we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, and 4, 2. For each domain, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then for the range, we have 1, 2, and 3. So kapag ganitong given set of ordered pairs, we simply interchange the domain and the range. Pagpapalitin lang natin sila ng pwesto. So, from the original set of ordered pairs, for its inverse, siya ay magiging 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 4. Wherein, the domain of the inverse relation is the range of the original function. And the range of inverse relation is the domain of the original function. So, yung domain natin kanina, pagdating sa inverse, siya ay magiging range. And then, yung range naman kanina sa original function, siya na yung magiging domain sa ating sa ating inverse relation. Now, paano naman kung ating ang given ay mga equation? So, to be able to find the inverse defined by an equation, we need to follow these 4 steps. First is to replace f of x with y, and then interchange x and y, and then solve for the new y. Then after that, replace new y with f raised to negative 1 of x. Let's have this example. F of x is equal to 3x plus 6. So let's find the inverse of this function. Okay, first step, replace f of x with y. We now have y is equal to 3x plus 6. And then after that, interchange x and y. So pagpapalitin lang natin ng pwesto yung variables x and y natin. We now have x is equal to 3y plus 6. Then after that, we now solve the equation in terms of y. So, we need to transpose 6 papunta sa kabilang side ng equation. So, we now have 3y is equal to x minus 6. And then after that, we divide both sides by 3 to isolate y dito. So, by dividing both sides by 3, we will obtain y is equal to x minus 6 all over 3. And then after that, perform the indicated operation x divided by 3, that is 1 over 3x. Then negative 6 divided by 3, that is negative 2. So for our new function, we have f raised to negative 1 of x is equal to 1 over 3x minus 2. So now, paano natin malalaman kung tama ang na-obtain natin na inverse ng ating given function kanina? Madali lang. That is by simply solving for their compositions. So, to avoid confusion, we let f raised to negative 1 of x as g of x muna. So, ito yung ating magiging inverse. So, hanapin natin yung composition ng bawat isa. We need to find f circle g of x at saka g circle f of x. For f of g of x, we have 3x plus 6. So we are going to replace the variable x with our obtained inverse kanina. So we have 3 times 1 over 3x minus 2 plus 6. So 3 times 1 over 3 O 3 times 1, that is 3 divided by 3, that is 1 times x na lang ang matitira. Then 3 times negative 2, it will become negative 6 and then plus 6. So negative 6 plus 6, that is 0. So what we have left now is x. Now let's have g of f of x. So from this function, sa-substitute naman natin yung original function kanina. 1 over 3 of x minus 2. By substitution, it will become 1 over 3 times 3x plus 6 minus 2. So, 1 times 3x plus 6 divided by 3 minus 2. 3x divided by 3, that is x. And then 6 divided by 3, that is 2. Then minus 2. So, 2 minus 2, that is 0. So, what we have left is x. So, since parehas x ang kinilabasan ng composition ng bawat isa, then we can say now na tama ang nakuha nating inverse kanina. Okay, now let us proceed to the graph of inverse function. The graphs of a relation and its inverse are reflections in the line y is equal to x. So, itong part na to, no, kapag graph natin yan, ang lalabas dyan ay diagonal line along the origin. May mga coordinates siya na 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, negative 1, and so on. So, for example, find the graph of the inverse relation geometrically from the graph of f of x is equal to x cubed minus 2 all over 4. So, the ordered pairs of f are given by the equation y is equal to x cubed minus 2 all over 4. So, dito pwede kayong gumawa ng table of values para mahanap kung ano yung mga points na kailangan kapag nag-graph kayo. So, for each graph, ito yung kakalabasan niya, no? Itong black line na to. And of course, to be able to find its inverse, yung isa pang graph, kailangan mo nang mahanap yung inverse equation, yung inverse nitong function na to. So, ang inverse niya, that is x, is equal to y cubed minus 2 all over 4. Pag graph natin siya, ito ang kanyang kakalabasan. So, as mentioned kanina, the graphs of a relation and its inverse are reflections in the line y is equal to x. So, ito yung sinasabi ko na y is equal to x. So, as you can see, no, pag kinat natin siya using this imaginary line, yung part ng graph na nandito ay reflection nung nasa kabila. So, itong line na to, it serves as a line of symmetry ng ating dalawang graphs para makita na yung reflection ng bawat isa. So, that's all for the graph of inverse function. So, that's all. Thank you for watching this video about one-to-one function and inverse function.